Hello and welcome to this video. As discussed in the previous introduction, we're going to be making a comment box using, we're basically going to be doing everything. We're going to be making the HTML, we're going to be styling it with CSS, we're then going to be extracting the information from the database using PHP and MySQL. Then once the actual page is there, we're then going to be using JavaScript and then AJAX to send the request back to the server to insert the comment, and then to actually then insert the comment into the comment box as such. So we've got a blank page. Best place to start is a blank page. Let's proceed. So in this one, we're just going to build the quick layout, and then we're going to proceed from there. Okay, so we just want then doc type at the top, and then followed by HTML, and then we want the HTML tags, and then we want the head. I'm just going to zoom through this quickly, and then we're just going to write comment box. Okay, we're going to want to have some of our CSS attached as well. So, whoops, we've got layout or layout.css in the CSS folder. Let's just say rel style sheets, and then we want to have two script tags in here with text type equals JavaScript, and then the source is then JS, and then we want jQuery, okay, because we're going to be using the jQuery library, and this is going to close it for us. Yes, it is. Let's just copy this to save some time, and then put that down there, and then we're going to have our script file, which is actually going to do majority of the work. That's pretty much it for there. Okay, let's just budge that over. Let's budge this over. Okay, now let's just make the body of our page. Whoops. With body rather than bod. Okay, we're going to make a wrapper. Potentially this is going to be the inner wrapper. I'll explain it shortly, and then we're going to have then the class the comments wrapper. Okay, and then just up here we'll say then the page data. So it's like a fictitious page data. Page data is in here. So potentially, someone's commenting on your page data, whatever your article is, your blog is, your whatever it is, that's what the person's actually going to be reading. In this case, it's just going to be a box with page data is in here. Okay, nothing more. So let's now just save that. So at this point in time, just to reduce this down for clarity, whoops, I like to go along and clean up as I work. Otherwise, you can get just totally confused by everything. Okay, let's just clean this up, and this up too, and that can go as well. Okay, so we've got wrapper is going to be our main outer wrapper, and then page data box, and then comment box. Okay, so let's go to our layout.css, and let's add then the wildcard to get rid of any margin 0 pixels and padding. So any elements that have got any margin or padding on it, we're just going to get rid of, and we're going to say, in the sake of this, we're going to say font family equals Arial. Okay, then we want to say image A first of all, just to knock out any border equals none, and that's the wrong way around. We'll say A image, so any images with that are wrapped with an anchor tag, we're going to say border equals none. Okay, so now the next thing we want to do is we want to say wrapper, and this wrapper is going to be a width of 750 pixels. Now your page could be more, but we're going to do width of 750 pixels, and we're going to let our comment box then basically auto expand and be the size of that box. So it doesn't matter which box you put this inside, it's always going to be that size as such. Okay, and we're just so we can at least see it, we're going to put a border of 1 pixel, and we're going to say margin top, and then right auto, bottom 10 pixels, then left auto, so we can see it, and we're going to do a height for the time being of 600, which we want it to be taller than that, but just so we can see it. So let's come over to our page, refresh, and there we can see our box is being displayed already. Okay, now let's put just a background for the body. So let's do background, and I think C7 should be a grey. Okay, that'd be fine. Okay, so we've just got a grey in there, and let's say then the background for our wrapper would just do a solid white. Okay, there we go. Alright, just for clarity, so you can see what we're doing. The grey in the background is nothing to do with what we're doing, and this is the white in here, which was what we're going to be working with. Okay, so now that we've got that, we now need page data. So let's come here and let's say page data. Okay, we're going to do width equals auto because we want that to auto expand. Height equals also auto, and actually for the sake of this, let's do 50 pixels, and color for the text we'll just do as 3/6, and yeah, that will probably do. And there we go. Oh, let's just do a margin on this of 10. Okay, there we go. So now that sits there, and let's put a border on the bottom just to show where the box is. Yeah, let's just do a light grey here as well. Alright, so let's see that. Now we can see the difference between the page data. So potentially now our comment box is going to sit underneath. Alright, so all of this data up here would be the body of your website and stuff. So that would be the main blog where the people were reading and the reason what they're visiting the page for. And underneath here would then be where the comments can be displayed and can be commented. So this is the starting point for our comment box. So let's just now push that up a little bit, and let's say comment wrapper. The great thing about NetBeans is it kind of finds all the classes for you already. Now we want to say margin 10, okay, because I want to have it sitting in slightly, and we're going to say border 1 pixel solid, and then once again we'll just say E1 just to give it a nice color. Okay, height equals auto, and width equals auto as well because we want it to auto expand. And then let's just put some text in here as well. So let's just, for the sake of this, copy this a couple of times. That'd be fine. Okay, now we can see that we've got this box here as well. Okay, so let's add a little bit of color to it as well. Let's just say 444, so a bit of a darker grey. Okay, there we go. Alright, so now that's basically the layout to our page in the beginning done. I know it doesn't look like much, but at least we've got some form of layout that we wanna stick to. So okay, so what are we on at the moment? Let's make a title for our whoops. Let's come back here. Let's make a nice title for our comment box. Alright, so to sit inside. We can get rid of all of these ASDs, and inside of here let's do an H3 tag and page, well, let's say user feedback, shall we? And let's just do then comments list. It's going to be a div in here. Okay, so this is going to be the actual wrapper on the outside, then it's going to be the title, and then this is actually what's going to hold all of the listed comments itself. So let's now just to keep this clear, comment title. Alright, so we're not using comments. The main thing at the moment, we're just going to use comment on the outside. Okay, and then comments list is the beginning of this basically. Alright. Okay, so comment title. Let's come down here and say comment title, and let's explicitly say that this is E3 as well, H3, and let's make it a height of 40 pixels and line height of 37 pixels. Font size, I don't know, let's make it 14 pixels for the time being, and let's say then margin, we won't put any margin on the top, but because we've made it height 40, on the left and right I think 10 is too much, and like I said, we don't need to put any margin on the bottom because we've got height of 40 already and the line height, so it's going to stick itself right in the middle, and we've only got the font size of 14 pixels, so we should be fine. Okay, so now let's put another colour for it as well, and let's say 333, and we want border bottom just for distinction. All these borders are for distinction. Okay, and once again let's do E1, E1, E1. Okay, as you can see there, now we've got our border there, and I think 333 was a bit too much, you know. Let's try 444. Even 555, I think it's fine. Okay, so let's just zoom into this. Okay, so now we've got our title there. All right. Now we want to now have our comments list done. Now, I'm thinking that we can probably actually just copy this. Probably would be best. Let's knock that down. Put that in there. And let's just say comments list. And let's change height equal to auto. Line height we can dump. Font size we can keep. Let's reduce the font size down just to 13. Margin left and right. Color equals 5. Margin, let's just put a margin completely on it for now. Lots of margins here, I know. And let's put height on it of 50 in the beginning. Okay. Okay, so now we've got, we want a margin on the bottom of that, definitely. Okay, there we go. Alright, so sorry, I just did that quickly. So now we want, and we do want a margin on the bottom of that, on the comments title as well, but you can see the two boxes are touching each other. Okay, now I would preferably put the margin on the comments list, because the title we might use again, therefore we don't want it to like collide with other things, so we're just going to put a margin on the comments list box as well of 10. Alright, so we're doing a margin top of 10 pixels, a margin right of 5 pixels, and a margin bottom of 10 pixels, and margin left of 5 pixels. Then a border of 1 pixels all the way around. Okay. Okay, so now we have this. Okay, that's basically where all of our comments are going to go, and also our comment box as well, where someone's going to be able to comment themselves. Now, it might look rather big on here, but potentially this comment area isn't that big. I mean, I would possibly reduce it down even further, then have something onto the right hand side. You could have some advertising on the right hand side, because people don't tend to do massive comments. They tend to do like 2 or 3 line comments, so you always have to think about space. Okay, so now that we've done this, we actually need to make up some form of way of listing out the comments itself. I'm going to do that in the next tutorial. I know at the moment it looks very, very nothing, but that's the whole point of us building it step by step, is building it up to do it. Now, I'm guessing if you're watching this, then you know you want to know how it's done from start to finish. That's why we're doing this. But I'll see you in the next tutorial. Okay, bye bye.